from Roundhouse 2025. Roundhouse was an amazing tournament. For me specifically, and I don't know, I mean, I think it was just a culmination of things that I was able to be a part of and I was able to witness. It was, it was just great. It was great. Vibes and all that. So without further ado, we're going to start with the old Friday. Friday, the first day for Roundhouse, had a 2v2 tournament, and I wanted to enter that because with one of the homies from Indy, because we've been grinding and people don't really know us. People really don't know us in Indy. We are a very slept on state and city. Coincidentally, NAP, but this tournament was a good place to possibly showcase that. The Indy has a scene, and there are people that know, like, if you know Tekken, then like in the Midwest, then a lot of people may know of me, they may know of Clutch, they may know of Oni, but not to the level that they may know us now after this tournament. So Friday we did the 2v2. I was originally going to do it with Deafman. Deafman is one of our new up and coming Tekken players. He won our local, I think, 2 months ago. He plays Lars. He's pretty crazy. And he's solid and getting better. But he wasn't able to make it. I think something happened with his car, maybe it blew up or something. I don't know. Hopefully he's okay and stuff by now. Hopefully we can see him in the future for tournaments. But since he wasn't able to go, me and the homie Oni, we linked up. Me and Oni, we have kind of a contrasting style. I like to play a little more slow and a little more methodical. He likes to play a bit more instinctual, but like a bit more instinctual and clever as well. So I was like, okay, that'll be good to bring. Now at this 2v2, we actually didn't do well. We actually did not do well. The first match we played against a Dragunov named Disciple, and we also played against a Law named Primetime FGC. And I didn't know who the fuck either of these two were. And I, not to be like pompous or have too much hubris, but usually when I lose in a tournament, I usually kind of know who I'm losing to. And I didn't know these two at all. They apparently are Illinois natives, and they've been grinding. They're younger and up and coming, and they did well this entire tournament actually. But it was I had just got there like an hour, 30 minutes before the tournament started, and it was our first match. And Oni won the first match, and then he lost the second match. The way it worked is they gave both players 2 lives. So basically you had 1 game or 4 games basically to win, and they won the first, or Oni won the first, they won the second, then I tagged in for Oni, and then I got beat, and then Oni tagged back in, then Oni got beat, and then I tagged back in and lost. So yeah, it was like 3-1. Good stuff for Oni for getting the game, but they were super solid. We didn't see it coming. Law and Dragunov. Law was one of my best matchups too, so I was a little disappointed. But I also am aware that it was my first game. First game, like no excuses. They won, of course, but not being warmed up is a thing. So I'll try not to make that mistake again. But yeah, here is
in the team tournament with Oni, and yes, that is Shadow.
Yeah. So the tournament after, the match after that, it was double elimination. I played against, it was just me. It was a Jin Kazama and a Jun Kazama, and I beat them 4 straight. Oni didn't even need to participate, and I got pretty warmed up. But then after that, Shadow, the best American, Tekken player, was in this tournament, and he lost his first set. It was he was on teams with Raziel, the lead player from Illinois, and I believe Shadow played Xiao Yu, and they played against Afterburn and Epic, 2 other Illinois natives, and they lost. So apparently we have to play Shadow and Raziel as our 3rd match in losers. And as you can surmise, Shadow won. I hadn't felt this in a long time. It's been a long time. I have been describing fighting Shadow is akin to, we'll use a very basic anime reference, right? I don't want to get too complex, right? So fighting Shadow, I used to feel this when I first started Tekken in 2019. It felt like the people that were playing, that had played Tekken Tag 2 and like Tekken 6, back when I was playing Tekken 7 and starting to get better, it felt like they were like Super Saiyan 2 or something, and I was just base form. That's how it felt. Like I could feel it in the game. Like it just felt so hard for me to figure out how to conquer these people. And I did end up beating some of them, but some of them it took me a while to understand how to beat them. And I hadn't felt that in a very long time. I felt that when fighting Shadow. I had 2 matches. Shadow played Elisa, and he just played fundamentals. He didn't even get crazy. He didn't go into destruction mode. He didn't have no crazy movement or nothing. It was just really pure fundamentals. It was like pure, like, oh, you want this? I got this as a counter to it. Oh, you want to move here? Here's the homing. Got your ass. Like, it was very simple and effective. Very simple and effective. And I think maybe I won 1 round, maybe 2 in our 2 matches. It was pretty bad. So, and I really felt like Shadow was like Super Saiyan God or something, right? And I was like maybe a base Super Saiyan. Like I could feel it like while we were fighting. I hadn't felt that in a while. So kudos to Shadow. It was interesting to feel that. I have not felt that in a very long time. I don't feel like there's that much distance between me and most of the people that play in America. You know, I really don't. It's really not that much. But for him specifically, I think there is. And he has been traveling around the world, getting better and stuff like that. Fighting the foreigners and the Pakistanis and the Koreans and stuff like that this past year or so. And I can tell that it's had effect. It's likely put a lot of distance between him and probably almost all the Americans, except for what, Joe Crush and maybe King Ray, maybe. Like that's kind of about it. But anyway, he bodied us and then we were eliminated, right? So we did have a good time though. It was a good time. I talked a lot of shit. I like talking shit. It's a good time, especially if you know me. Like don't take it personal, man. I'm just having a good ass time. So I might roast you for your character pick. I might roast you for, I don't know, the way you look, or I just be having a good time. I'm laughing though. I'm laughing. It's never malice. Never malice with me. Trust and believe that. So it was cool meeting Disciples and Prime Time. I chopped it up with them. That was the first team to beat us, and it was cool. It's always cool seeing Shadow. It's always cool seeing Shadow like talk because I don't know what happened to Shadow in Shadow's younger years, but I think maybe that has a part to play in like his demeanor, how he feels very like monotone and like very like kind of like robotic even. And it might be a competitive thing. It might be something that affects him. It might just be who his personality is. But when you're in Chicago, where he's from, seeing him interact with his brother and Afterburn and Epic, seeing that is like, I don't know, it like kind of humanizes him a bit. It makes him more relatable. So seeing that, I was like happy to see Shadow like laugh. He laughed. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen Shadow laugh. And I've been to tons of tournaments where I've seen Shadow. But yeah, he laughed. I seen him like somebody made a joke saying that they would beat him. I seen him like one of those, like the Russell Westbrook like I seen one of them. I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, all right, Shadow, I see you, bro, or whatever. So like it was cool joking around with them on Friday. Friday night, I'll just play this.
Win, losers, shit, and it's my turn. Ah, damn it. Shadow 20Z? Hey, how you feel? You want down? Okay, go for it. So you good?
So yeah. But yeah, that was the first day, and at the end of that night, so the hotel, Oni had bought the hotel. He bought his buddy went with him to help drive High Five Potato. I brought Mace No Kin, and I think that's it. Yeah, I think that was it. For the people that were staying in this hotel, and Oni and High Five Potato got me drunk. They got me drunk. I think Mace No Kin has a video of me dancing randomly. I partially remember, partially don't. It was cool. They mixed. They was like, "Hey, we gonna mix this with that, with this, with that." All I saw was it said apple, 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 pineapple. Like that's all I saw. I saw the drinks had those. I think it was like a brandy, or I don't even remember exactly what it was. But I drunk it. We were inside the hotel, like we were done. It's a 24-hour venue, so we could go downstairs and play whenever. But I don't know. I was kind of pooped from the drive and then right into the Tekken TV2. So it was like maybe 1 or 2 in the morning or something like that. I remember turning on some music. I had my Bluetooth speaker. Sometimes I like to freestyle, but we didn't do freestyle. I think I just played some classic hip hop, you know, ba-doom boom boom, ba-doom boom boom. Like if you know, you know. But yeah, I played some classic hip hop, and it was cool. It was cool. So the next day, yeah, we partied, you know, listened to music, talked anime, you know, talked fighting games, you know, talked about the upcoming tournament. The regular day for the tournament. I mean, the regular tournament started on Saturday. So yeah. So ended up going to sleep. Luckily, thankfully, my lady Melody Wild, she I don't know why I'm pointing like she's right there, but she made me a enchilada pie, whatever. It's a fantastic dish. I brought it in some Tupperware so I could microwave it. This hotel did not have free breakfast. I don't know what the fuck it is about these hotels and not having free breakfast, but I hate it. I have never bought a hotel that didn't have, I never purchased a hotel myself that didn't have free breakfast. So the last 2 tournaments I went to, Prayer Hands had the room at Cream City Convergence in Milwaukee, and Oni bought this room, and both of these hotels did not serve breakfast that was free. I don't fucking like it. I'm gonna keep it a buck, and it makes me not want to like eat anything like from the hotel. But anyway, Saturday was cool. I was excited at this tournament. Roundhouse, they feature you fighting in a cage, and like as somebody that used to like wrestling, I'm not super tapped in with wrestling these days. I know about day one is just me, oos. I know a couple things. I got a couple homies on my timeline and a couple homies that will message me and like slightly keep me updated, but I'm not super tapped in nowadays. But I used to watch the Attitude Era. That was my shit, right? So being in a cage and fighting, bro, sounds like a fire ass idea. Like all I want is like a good match. Even if I lose, like say it was like 2-1, I lost and it wasn't off no bullshit. Like I did something, they sidestepped and launched me and I lost the game. I'm cool. At least it was cool, right? That's all I wanted. I just want one good match. One good match. Even if I blow the person out, I don't think that's a good match. If the round count is 3-0, 3-1, and I win, that's not a good match to me. Or whatever, not a good match. Yay, I won, woohoo! But like, I wanted a memorable moment in the cage, right? They had 2 cages. One side was for Street Fighter, the other was for Tekken. They had other games. They had other anime games there. I think Under Night and Birth, 2XKO, and what was it, Guilty Gear Excerpt and stuff. So they had that stuff there too. But check this out. And then also another thing, I brought the homie Mace No Kin. He got paid for commentary. So like he got paid to commentate there. So he hopped in Nightshade and we drove, 3.5 hours up to Chicago, Glenview, Illinois, my bad, not Chicago. And I brought him and this cage.
Bones Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caged animales. So Mace No Kin, unfortunately, Mace No Kin did not get to commentate any of the indie homies matches, but he did a really good job of showcasing his skill and his energy and his talent for commentary. And I imagine he's gonna possibly get booked for more shit in the future, and maybe we'll have more rides, or he'll have rides with other people to go to these events. You know, go to these events, get this bag, and start stacking up, and you know, possibly trying to make a career out of this shit. So it was good to see him get out. Also, he's had he's going through grief. Grief sucks. I don't care how you frame it. Everyone, like, no one really likes grief, and no one grieves the same. That shit fucking sucks. Everybody got a hard life. Well, not everybody got a hard life. No, everybody has their struggles, right? But some struggles are different, man. Grief really sucks, no matter how you slice it. And I think he's got like a leg issue that's going on that's pretty bad too. So he's got a decent amount of stuff to be sad about. So it was really good to just bring his ass out of the house and into this environment of fighting games, you know, where he could be hype and he could be around the indie homies, and you know, he could be around some of his favorite commentators and people he knows. He took pictures. He did his thing. And I'm happy to help fight that. To be honest. But yeah, Cage Animales.
Commentary with the health, bro. Yeah, follow your dreams and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's in the cage.
Follow your dreams and shit like that. You heard old young Strife.
In the cage, like an animal. Made it out of my pool, and yeah.
Oh damn! Hold on. Before we get to the popcorn, we got to talk about the pools.
Yeah.
I won. I don't even remember my matches. Damn. Yeah, I don't remember my matches before the cage matches. That kind of sucks. Should I pull up the Roundhouse thing? It's not important, right? Not important. I won my first few matches and first couple matches, and then my next match was going to be in a cage. So it was going to be my first ever match in the cage. I was excited. I wasn't nervous. I don't really do nerves like that too often. So I was excited to be in the cage. It was going to be against the homie Epic. I know Epic from my T7 grinding days. He knows me as well. He's a super solid player. This tournament, I did learn that he has been playing Tekken competitively since Tekken 5, essentially. He said that he didn't start competing in Tekken 5. He started competing in Tekken 7, but he held leaderboard positions in Tekken, in Tekken Online or whatever, since Tekken 5. So this motherfucker has really been solid since Tekken 5. I didn't know what a damn frame was when Tekken 5 was out. I also did not have Tekken 5. I didn't have a PS2. But yeah. Or I didn't have a PS3 either until later, so outside of the cycle of the game. But yeah, so this guy is really solid. But I've fought against him before. I don't know if I fought him in tournament before, but I fought him online before, and like I can get busy with him. So I thought the first match against him, I did not do well. I'll keep it a buck with you. Day three, where's day 2? Day 3 again? Where the fuck is day 2 at? Yeah, there we go. So yeah. Yep. So I get in here, you see, look, if you see the demeanor, look, I'm having a good time. I'm smiling, you know, I'm talking shit. Like, I think we was talking about basketball up here. Look, you see, I'm smiling, having a good time. That's the key. That's the key. That's how you know Strife is having a good time, man. Which I usually am having a good time. But we about to enter a tournament, and I'm not super serious. That's a really good sign. Unfortunately, shit didn't matter. We're gonna watch this on super speed, right? I'm gonna try and break down a little bit of shit. It's not gonna be a lot for me to break down. I'll keep it a buck. I really just got my ass whooped, and maybe I'll point out some stuff I could have did differently. But for the most part, it's wasn't really much to do differently. God damn, this is I don't like this. Let's do this. This will work. Okay. All right. First off, I learned something about Epic. Epic is a timely hop kicker, or hop knee, since it says Epic. I've seen him do this pretty much all weekend. He just likes to chill in the pocket, and sometimes after your plus frames, or sometimes when you run up, he'll throw a hop kick. But it's because he's paying attention. And if you can do it and it works, it's not bad, right? And he's only minus what, 12 or 13. So you get 30 damage and a knockdown. It ain't really that crazy, you know. Or you get some buttons into a mix, right? Like, it ain't really that crazy of a risk to really take, right? And the reward is, look, 70. That's like 85 damage. So, all right. Yeah. Also, we need to put some respect on Epic's name. Epic is definitely, I would say, probably a top 5 lead in America, and kind of has always been. I don't know if he's ever held held the top 1 position, but I am very certain that if we did a top 5 for Lees, you know, you throw competitive Lees that are like still playing now, like, you know, even if you did all time, like you could put, you know, you could put your GM up there if you want, right? You put your GM up there. Who else is up there? Christian, you can put Christian in there. I don't think he plays anymore either. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what trying to figure out who else. Like, yeah, after those two, like, I mean, it's kind of free. It's kind of free. All right. See, I'm trying to make it work. Okay, there we go. I got one. All right. Now the next thing I'll point out is 1+2. So this is something I did not know. 1+2 is either +1 or -1. It is +1 if he goes in the stance, and it is -1 if he doesn't. Now the problem with this is that Lee can crouch right after this too. Lee has a 10 frame from crouch. It's while standing 3. It makes the frames really tight, and if you recycle this tactic, it really shits on characters that don't have a good like mid that is in between like 12 to 15. You don't have like a really solid, really amazing mid, you know, then it's this strategy kind of shits on you. And I believe Epic figured out that I didn't know much about it, so we ended up seeing a lot of 1+2 in this set. This was bad. I should have launched this. This was a way for me to change the momentum and probably take the game because I have rage right there. I don't know if I kill here, but I get really close to killing, and I'm probably going to use heat. That was a lapse in my judgment. It's a bad idea. Okay. So you see that right there? He did 1+2 into wall standing 3-3. So like, I don't understand how to play around this. I would probably have to play him again, or I just need to lab it to see what I can do. But it really sucked. It's a gambling game that, if you're not used to it, is obviously in his favor. Right? So you see this? There's a look of confusion. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm confused, right? I'm trying to figure out what to do, think about what to do, and like, I don't really have any answers. I keep it a buck. I sit at the screen for a little bit, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe if I get a little more aggressive, maybe that'll help, whatever. And then I was like, fuck, we had an endless stage. I don't really care about stages, but in this regard, you know, I wanted to care about it. He kept starting with down 4, so I wanted to show that I knew that, which is why I started with orbital. Okay, he keeps probably, you see that 1+2. I think I have to do armor or something at some point, or parry. I think that's what the actual answer was. I ended up doing nothing, and I got bodied. I got bodied for just accepting the mix like that. Okay. Try to get more aggressive. Okay, and then there's that. I also don't know how plus slide is on hit. So this situation right here, I think I swung. Yeah, I did my 11 frame down jab. I didn't know the frames. I should not have swung, but he dropped it, thankfully. Okay, and then he swung on my plus frames. Yay, it worked. Also don't know how minus it is on block either. So yeah. And this is the old school right here. You see the down 4-1? Right here. That down 4-1? 4-4-4? Can't do highs after down 4-1. I know that. That's from Tekken 7. Shit I learned. But you see I did a high and got launched. Oh shit. We fucked up. Okay, there we go. Alright, and this, one of these, one of those, kicks you on the ground. I don't know if you saw where it was. I should have stepped this. I guess this is homing. Look at where Clive is right here. He's aiming that way. Clive is this way. So I don't know. Tekken 8. You know, Tekken 8, or it's homing. I don't know. Don't know why I swung there. Not smart. Got hit by that because I was pressing buttons. That moves to plus. He's in a hurry to get this shit over with. And I stepped into the what's the name. And I am quite disappointed. This is my first match in the cage. And yeah, it was like I said, I told him I had no clue what to do. No clue what to do. But the cool thing about that is that I ended up that was my fourth match, or my third match. So I won my first two. I had a bye. I won my first two, and then I had that match, right? And then after that, I lost. I played against a Lydia. I don't know this Lydia player's name. GG's, by the way. But speaking of Lydia, I have to talk about Sesujin. Sesujin is apparently Michigan. I learned that. Sesujin is a Michigan Lydia player, and I would say probably most likely the best Lydia player in the States. What was it? What day was that? Friday. I played the day before. I played Sesujin in like maybe for about an hour and a half. Just because like I knew Sesujin was solid and I wanted some Lydia XP, and he just kept playing me. Kept playing. I think he was winning with like a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 ratio. It didn't really matter. I was learning what to do, understanding the holes, understanding what shit was fake, what shit was real, also asking them stuff. It was great. It's fantastic experience against Lydia. And coincidentally, I had the fight one in the tournament in bracket. So I was very prepared for Lydia. I don't know how many rounds the opponent won, but I don't feel like it was much. I feel like it was over pretty smoothly. So yeah, thank you, Sesujin, for betraying one of your own kind by playing me in an hour and a half. Man, that guy's pretty cool to me. Guy's pretty cool to me. So, but yeah. Now after that, I made it out of pools. So that's what I was hyped for my first cage match.
On the stream, in the cage, in the cage. This is about to be good.
You hear how excited I am? All for me to get my ass tore the fuck up. I did say it was about to be good or terrible, so it did end up being terrible.
No clue. But I'm excited.
I was.
Hey, Hachi Arena, huh? Made it out of my pool.
All right, so I made it out of my pool. So then I was like, all right, you know what it's time for? It's time to check the vendors.
And yeah, you see I got the popcorn, bro. Y'all can see all this, but let me read some random.
Yeah, so this popcorn place, hold on. I have a bag of theirs on the couch. Just a second. I'll take the headphones. Okay. Be right back. Yeah, so here's the actual. Yeah, the popcorn, bro. The popcorn. Now, so I'm just gonna read this text message that I sent my girlfriend, because on day 3, I just asked my girlfriend if she wanted. I asked her if she wanted me to bring her some popcorn, and they had so many different flavors. I literally stood in front of this and texted most of them to her. So let's pull that up, right? I'll just list off some of the flavors. They are called Popcorn Baron. Popcorn Baron. Fantastic popcorn, man. Where's it at? All right, so you ready? Here go the listing for the flavors right now. Ketchup, maple bacon, garlic parmesan, apple, watermelon, berry and cherry glaze, kettle corn, hot curry, chipotle ranch, caramel, milk chocolate, red velvet, baked potato, loaded baked potato, cheddar, ranch, white chocolate, raspberry, cookie dough, butter chicken. That's what, 20? Yeah. Cajun, teriyaki, steak and onion, chorizo, and devil, sriracha, and chile limon. That is not all of them. That was 27 of them bitches though. Shout out to Skinny 27, the homie. But yeah, it is Barron's, and apparently Melody Wild, she guessed that it was Barron's. Good for her. I did not read that she said that. At all. But yeah, I got her. You can see loaded baked potato right here. Fantastic. She hasn't opened it yet, but I imagine it tastes like loaded baked potato. It's fantastic. I got me Korean barbecue. I got sour cream and onion. They had sour cream and onion as well. And I got red velvet because I was curious. You know, I wanted a sweet popcorn just to see. It was fantastic. Shout out to Popcorn Baron. That shit was fantastic.
Ketchup, black cheddar, kettle corn, salsa verde, buffalo, jalapeno, chile, limon, Nashville hot, apple glaze, watermelon glaze, cherry glaze, berry glaze, Korean barbecue, which is what I got. Chipotle.
The Korean barbecue is heat. I fuck with it. I got another one in there. They gave me an extra. I imagine it was on purpose. Yep. And then it was Cage Animales. So yeah, I ended up making it out of pools. And after that, I just like did some casuals and watched. I watched the homie Oni. The homie Jose actually came to the tournament. He brought his wife. He brought his wife, so they had a separate hotel. I think they went to Chinatown. They had a good thing. Had a good time. But the homie Jose did not make it out of pools, unfortunately. But he was pretty close. He was pretty close to making it out of pools. He ended up, I think he played against Afterburn for his second match. Yeah, he played against Afterburn, his second match, which is the Horong of Illinois, right? The Horong, Illinois is really solid. That's the homie. Me and him go back. We Woe Bros for life, Woe Bros for life, even if I don't play well. That's the homie, I'll be talking a bunch of shit to him whenever I see him at tournaments and shit, and vice versa. We used to be having a good time. And he played against him, and he didn't know that Jose was from Indy. So Jose almost beat him. It was like last match. It was a 1-1, and it was like, I don't know if it was final round, but it was like went to the last match, and I don't think he expected that either. But good shit to Jose. He literally almost won this shit. And then Jose won a couple games after that. Then he lost to an Aaron D. Embers. I know this person for playing Jin, but this person played Clive and barely scraped by Jose. And then and then Aaron D. Embers ended up playing a KNR. KNR looked familiar to me visually, but I didn't recognize his handle. I didn't recognize his handle at all. So what I ended up finding out is that this person went to Midwest Championships, the tournament I won. My subscription says this is my house, and it's because it's a tournament that was here. It was a regional tournament that was here, had about I think it had like 60 or 70 people or something in it, and I ended up winning that tournament, and I defended the house essentially. So I said, this is my house. That guy KNR got third. So this KNR guy beat the guy to beat Jose to make it out of pools. I didn't know, but I had to fight this guy in pools the day after, or not, in top 16. I made the top 16 from after I lost my match in the cage, and then won my match after that. That made me the top 16. I was sad because I just wanted a really good experience in the cage, and Epic kind of robbed me of that. And I was like, fuck, I have to probably get in the top 8 to even get in the cage, right? But thankfully, they ran all of top 16 in the cage. So guess what? Your boy got some matches in the cage. Man. Come on. I got a Joe and a Kai Kenny. Look at your boy. This is day 3. Also, I have to make a small note. about day two. Day two, I bought, as you can see, Roundhouse is on the hat, the bucket hat. I don't know where it is right now. When I came home, I just threw shit off and damn near went to bed. So I got no clue where that is now, but it's in the crib. And yeah, I bought that, and I bought like a hoodie. It's like a sleeveless hoodie. I'm gonna wear it with long sleeves, basically all fall. So you'll probably be seeing it if you see me at events. But this is KNR. He looked familiar. He told me that he was the Devil Gin that got third place at Midwest Championships 2019. And I was like, damn, I thought you looked familiar, but he was under a different handle, which makes sense why I didn't recognize the handle. But merch wise, there was a lady at the merch stand selling merch that she seemed pretty cool, but she was there because she was a part of Esports. And I did not understand how someone that is in that world is in that world. So I spun like maybe an hour on day two, like speaking to her about like basically interrogating her about, yo, oh, so you in esports? So like, how's that work? What are you doing here? Like, are you only in fighting game esports? And like, I basically spun all of that stuff. Shout out to her. That's the homie. We exchanged Discords. I just want to see if I can keep that connection open to see if I don't know, maybe I could be of service or she could be of service, to the scene, or to the Midwest scene. If she needs assistance or something, I'm happy to help provide it or whatever. It was a little weird or whatever, because like I was like, oh man, I'm like hanging out with this chick so much and it's like a stranger or whatever, but I was just genuinely interested in like the I guess the career path that she's on. So it was cool. Shoot, I had to stretch, but yeah, that was pretty cool as well for day two. Day two didn't end in anything crazy. I just like talk shit and watch Oni. Oni made it out in losers in top 16 as well. So that was cool to see. But this is my first match, top 16 in the cage. It's in the cage, bro. Look at your boy. Yeah, I'm having a good time. I was like, dude, we gotta wait on thumbs up. All right, now we wait. He looks lost. I'm chilling, waiting for the thumbs up, vibing with the music. All right, give him the boot. Come on, you don't know nothing about that CVS 2. So yeah, this guy played Devil Gin, and all I wanted was a good set, right? So I was like, all right, this got to be it. I've heard he was solid. But I was like, all right, I'm not about to play patient. I gotta go the fuck in. So we start with Flame Bash, right into the wall combo. I tried to get the wall again. I'm a cheesy bastard. You see this shit? I tried to see this. I tried to use Torgo to blow up the wall there, but it didn't. So oh well. And we start with a perfect, starting strong. Clive with the aggression. Cut it out. We down jabbing after safe shit. 50. We going in, bro. I'm going crazy. Ouch. And I run to electric. All right, so there we go. He gets some offense going. Mishima's like there's a lot of Mishimas that like wake up electric. And I ran right into that shit. Okay. Do. He's not dead, of course. I know about that. The 3 is you sidestep them. Sidestep them things. Supposed to sidestep right. I don't really feel like that was right. Yeah, that was right. I sidestepped the correct way. Okay. A little show by Hanjo. Okay, I got 4 bars. Oh, okay. And right there, you see this? This is like a Devil Gin, Devil Gin's like this move. This is a super panic move. But this was a really clever place to put it. But what it did was make me believe that he would do it again. You guys will see where I cash in that read. Okay, I'm getting aggressive. I'm getting slapped up. I've committed to defense. I haven't swung in a while. Okay, there we go. Gives a side switching grab. And there we go. I ducked this shit right here. I don't know why I didn't just launch it. Where's this shit at? I get this grab, right? He does the wake up. I do this to knock him down. Whatever, it does not work. I'm able to duck, and then I just do 2-2. I suppose I should just stay crouched and do while standing 2 to end this, because all of that was unnecessary. Thankfully, he died to the mid. And you see, I'm having a good time, but I'm focused on being aggressive. Focused on being aggressive, you know. Little smile there, you know. You see I mean business. Take a deep breath. Stay focused. We got rematch on the same stage. We love that. Rematch random stage is what we pressed. Same stage, of course. 87 damage. Clive could never. Yeah. Ooh, sidestep. Boy, sidestep looking crispy in this matchup. He ain't did a homing move yet. Cut it out. 1-1. Nah, not today. 1-1 sidestep electric. Get him out of here. I was practicing that shit with Reyna. I know about it. I ain't breaking grabs right now. Ouch. Ouch. I love this dash electric. This is a really good dash electric. I like this right here. This was just good. I didn't expect it. It was a great timing on the dash electric. Think he's gonna win this one? Maybe. Ooh. That was supposed to break the wall, but it did not. And then he did the dash command grab. Unbreakable command grab, that is. Then we go back to heat bash at the start of the match, you know, because it worked so well. I was like, all right, well, he hasn't stepped the right way for an electric for that. So I might as well start it again. All right, give me some gauge. Ooh, good block. Jab. +1 in the frame trap. It worked. Backflip. That goes all over the place. Why? I don't know, but it sucked. Got my +20 into my 4-4 move. Ooh. I didn't know what I wanted to do here. There was a better thing to do right here. That. I don't know what though. Maybe down back 2-1 probably would have been good. I just would have got the tailspin and did a wall combo, but it worked out. I got Oki. I got a hit on Oki. He's still at the wall. And then what did I say? He did, you know. Yep. He did up 4. I was looking for it. Did down back 4. Waiting for him. Rigid steel. Get him out of there. So yeah. I was thinking about popping off, but like it wasn't like I felt bad because like I tore him apart really. Like the round count was 3-0, 3-1. So like I was like, damn, I was like hype, but at the same time I felt kind of bad because he actually told me right here, he took his headphones off. He's like, man, I don't really know about the Clive or whatever. Like he remembered me for playing Huarong. He was like, I would have been ready for the role. And I'm like, damn, I haven't played WoW since 2022, man. Like, like damn. And then I actually tried to offer him like we could play online if he wants to XP or some shit. But I think maybe he was too like he was too frustrated or maybe too quick to leave or something like that. I'm not sure. But hey, what's up? All right. So yeah, that was cool. And then after that, I was gonna play the loser of the Mayor and Junior 20Z. So I haven't actually played Junior in a tournament ever, so I don't know how that would go. He's playing Reyna, so I really don't have any idea how that works, what that looks like. So it was cool. I was like cool with that. And the Mayor, so the Mayor has an interesting history with Indy. Mayor is a player from Texas that moved to Ohio, I believe Cincinnati. So he was like an hour and a half away. So he used to come to our tournaments often. And I met him around the time that I first transitioned to this. Right? So 2022 type shit. Tekken 7 2022. First transition to this. whatever. I am what, 3 years in now? 3 years in. I would say I'm fully converted, but I'm not. I'm still better on pad than I am on this, and I hate to say that, but it's true. I've tried. It's just I can play a lot faster on pad. But I'm saying that to say that I met him during the time that I was making a controller transition, and I had never thought that I couldn't beat him. But he did come over very consecutively and beat Indy, like kind of as a whole, very consecutively. And some players thought that like none of us could beat him. Like, Elite Clutch had fought him several times and kind of got close sometime and didn't beat him. And Elite Clutch is, he's our best player right now in Tekken 8. And we just never got the job done. Didn't get it done really in 7. I think maybe Spreader was the closest in 7. And maybe Spreader was the closest in 7. And then in 8, Spreader went away. And Clutch essentially is taking the mantle as the best in Indy, and he had fought him in different tournaments and hadn't been able to close the job either. And he had come to our tournaments and won. And I played him, I believe, this is the 4th time I played him in Tekken 8, I believe. The other times, he's played a different character every single time I played him. I know that he has a problem with the game. He doesn't like the game as much, or the balanced direction. I don't like the balanced direction either, but the game is fun. The game is fun. It's Tekken, and he's been having a hard time like sticking with the character because of the problems with the character that he sees, right? So I know that he originally liked Leo. Leo was his character, right? So I lost to him playing Leo before. I believe the next time I played him, he played Lee Chaolon. I don't have a lot of experience against Lee Chaolon. Still don't. You can see against my match against Epic, I still don't have Lee Chaolon XP. And then he played Shaheen, right? So, and turns out, I didn't know, but he's playing Raven now. So I was like, oh, fuck. Whatever. Like, I kind of know Raven. And most of my Raven XP is from the homie Oni. Oni played Raven in Tekken 7 and is a fantastic Raven. Fantastic Raven. But as you can see, the mayor lost to Junior 20Z. Come down here in the losers, right? I'm not here in the losers. I'm not like nervous or nothing like that. I'm just like, well, we'll have to see how well he does against Clive, see how well he does against Clive. And I'm just trying to stay very, very like, I'm still having a good time. My face is showing like a bit more somber and seriousness. But it's because I kind of like needed to lock in mentally. So I needed to lock in mentally, and like I can have a good time and do that, but it's better if I like focus less on the good time and focus more like Damn, let's see, I'm having hat troubles, bro. So like fuck it, I hat troubles, bro. Got the hair, got the little buzz cut showing. Fuck it, we in there. The buzz cut showing. Fuck it, we in there, bro. I feel like I didn't put the hat on in the but yeah, playing Raven. So yeah, and also I believe Mayor moved from Ohio to Chicago maybe earlier this year, I want to say, or maybe late last year, and he said that he wasn't going to come back to Indy. Now in his defense, coming to Indy from Chicago, it is a 3.5-hour drive, and they lose an hour for not even the same amount of playing time or whatever. For a 15 to 30 man like tournament is normally what we have at our locals. So I understand the logistics of that. I actually spoke about that with Epic. Epic was talking about, damn, I don't know why I ain't never been down there. And like, I was like, it's probably because it's, 3.5-hour drive, you lose an hour or whatever. Like, so there's that. And like, you're not even really going to play the game for that long too. So I can see why coming from Chicago, it doesn't really feel that worth it. It feels the same for us going up to Chicago for a one-day event. It feels like too much. It feels like too much time for a one-day event. Whatever. And I think they have that one-day event on weekdays, which that's weird too. But yeah. But anyway, he said he wasn't gonna go there, and so this is the first time I fought him in quite a while. So I didn't really know what to think. I knew he was gonna be solid or whatever. He's like got solid fundamentals and shit, but like nothing was too crazy to me ever. Nothing was too crazy to me ever. So I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna do my thing and see like how much he knows, how well he does, because It's Raven, right? Raven got to take some risks. I'm aware of that. And, you know, I got to take some risks as Clive as well. I think he tried to Rage Army there. What did he try to do here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he tried to Rage Army here. But this does not really work. There's not enough frames for you to do it. I know about it, but I don't know if the mayor knew about that. I'm the Clive player, right? Okay. Getting his mix on, give him the Titan. I'm looking for a low there. Okay. Little pokey poke. There is one thing I was doing pretty much all weekend that I'm gonna start doing a lot more. This right here, let's go back. Did I do it? You see that? I did 2 and a down for 1. I like this. I don't even know if I know the frames on standing 2 on block, but it seems to, every time I do it, some decent happens. And whenever I do something and something decent happens, it's something I should just do more, right? So, okay, the whip punish. That move is plus, it looks like. I don't know that it's plus, but okay. His whip punishing pretty well. Cut it out. Throw by Hanjo. It's real oaky. If you get hit by 2-2-1, whatever. Counter hit normally. This is guaranteed. As in like the situation. So I can get counter hit launch with Phoenix 2, or I can get counter hit low with that. I figured he was gonna tech roll. So I thought it was gonna the slide was gonna hit him regardless if he tech rolled. So I don't know. He just decided to do a get up button. Did not work. 2 rounds, we up. Look at Ghetto Electric. Ninja Electric right here. Look at this shit. I always like this. This shit looks smooth. You know, crouch dash into while standing 1. Big combos. Drops it. He's not a Raven main. I'm not shocked. Get some more gauge. Get that ass over here. Sidestep into a low. What we got going? Okay. Plus frames. I'm pretty sure that's launch punishable. I was not sure in the moment, so I did 2-1. Okay, and you can't step it that way. Don't step Raven right, step Raven left. Okay, poking and prodding with the running move. No, it's not that minus. I don't know why he thought that. Probably doesn't know. Okay, a good crouch. See, he's playing pretty well. Poking holes to my offense, whatever for his offense. We chilling, we block, and I don't break the grab. Why? I have no clue. 1+2, I'm probably not used to Raven grabbing. Ravens don't really grab like that. I'll keep it a buck. His mix potential is so fantastic that his mix potential is so fantastic that it just seems this was good right here. This is good right here. I shouldn't be doing any empty Phoenix dashes against somebody. Although, if I had faked this, I think that he would have been. Yeah, I think he would have got hit. I don't think he did it fast enough for if I just did empty Phoenix for it to work. But his rage is gone. So that's fine for me. He does have heat, but kind of doesn't matter to me. In this situation, I labbed this situation. Unless the Raven player immediately does down back, this will end up clipping. And also, if I micro dash forward, it's almost unavoidable. So I've labbed this situation just because I don't like when characters do button into retreat, and I want to know what I can do. Clive has range with the sword, right? But I want to do something unconventional. So yeah, do something unconventional. So there we go. That worked out. Solid. Yeah. Nice little stretch. I'm feeling all right. Getting into the next match, right? Let's see what's different. He gets that. I'm letting him get the plus frames. I'm not stepping in neutral and far range, but I don't mind. He's not getting a lot off of it. Like, you see this? This is like what? How many running? What is it? Running threes? Running 3+4? I don't know what it is. Running 3. He gets that. Okay, he gets that. He gets what, 25% damage before he loses the same amount, or he loses more, right? So he's clearly not getting enough. He's clearly not getting enough from this. So I'm fine with it. When I find stuff is a problem, then that's normally when I do stuff about it. That's gonna hit the wall. That was a great heat smash by him, but he drops the combo. He's not a Raven main. Not shocked. If it was Leo, I don't think he would have dropped the combo at all. Okay. Then there's that. Jab me out with the 8-frame back turn jab. Then I'm jabbing. You wanna know why? Because I was swinging. I was doing down jab. Okay, and we get a grab off. And then another grab, another perfect. Okay, looking all right. Looking all right. And. Okay, yeah. That move is hella plus. Yeah, we stepped it. Like it. Oh, this is a lapse in judgment by me right here. I noticed this. I did heat here. That too was heat. I already used my heat. Dumb. Then I used down forward 1-2 and got launched. Too bad decision right away. So all right. So we changed that up by getting more aggressive. Okay, we swinging. Okay, tried to catch a side step, didn't really work out. I slip in a down for 1-2 there. Then I fuck up. Fuck this up. I don't know what I did here. I didn't know if that was gonna reach the wall, so like I was a little worried. And yeah, didn't know that was gonna reach the wall, but all right. So yeah, and then we get hit 1-2-3, and I do a ill-advised forward 2-2. I was not expecting this distance to be created from 4-4-2. Did not know that. Good backdash and punish. Got the wall. It's not looking good for the hero. I don't break the grab again because I'm a bum. And then I get hit with that. Perfect. Again. So I'm like, fuck, man. The match was in my hands. I had 5 Zanny bars. Like, fuck. That sucks. Sucks, but breathe. Breathe. Breathe and focus. Get back in there. Breathe and focus, get back in there. Rematch gets the random rematch, get the same stage. You know how it is. Right? Right. So, okay. That time I just poke once. Ooh, okay. I like that. Manual transition. Ooh, the whip punish. Block. I'm not breaking no grabs. Nope. You gotta do a low to win, bro. You're not hitting me while standing 1. That shit's not gonna happen. My 13 is better than his 13. Low. Okay. Good armor. There we go. Finally goes over my low when I put it when he's in back turn. I want the wall position. And he runs into 4-2-2 4-2-2-2 1+2. Keep swinging on that. Probably because it's not that plus wall position. I went for it again. Ankles, ankles, ankles. Ooh, good whip punish, but Sawa's gonna fuck that up. I knew that. It sucks he didn't, this right here, it sucks he didn't, this right here, he didn't count as using his heat, even though he did use his heat smash. This was robbery right here. You see this shit? When you use that, you lose your heat. So I thought. So maybe because it didn't come out fully, I guess. But yeah, I was like, oh, that sucks. To break the grab. Just want to get off the wall. Get in the heat a little bit. Then I go for this. Don't move here, you get hit. Yup. Now take that. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Let's do that. Let's see if we can hear. I did do a roar. Yeah, I won.
This tournament sending Mayor last year's Roundhouse champ out prior to top 8. Pop off.
You hear that? Ah! I believe that was Mace No Ken, and then I did.
Well, Shrek, you earned it, my man. Feeling very good about that one.
See,
Roundhouse champ out prior to top 8. Pop off.
Yeah, the first voice you heard was Mace No Ken. Shout out to Mace No Ken for being hyped for me in the crowd. And then it was me.
Well,
so
will stay in this tournament.
Listen to it.
Mayor last year's Roundhouse champ out prior.
Oh, that's Mace No Ken. Then
to top 8.
Ah! Yeah, it felt good. That was a close match. That was all I really wanted. I wanted a close, good match in the cage. You know, it just so happened to be Mayor. GG's the Mayor. You know, super solid as always. And yeah, and then after that, I don't know what they did with the VOD, but unfortunately the VOD for top 8 is not there. But I did play against Victimo in top 8 and I lost. So it is Victimo. He's super duper solid, best Nina in the country. And he's been playing Anna because he didn't have the time. But he played Nina against me and he won 2-1. The only part I'm upset about is that all of our matches are 2-1, and he ends up winning. But this match didn't feel like he had control of the match. So it feels like it was winnable to me, and I lost by, I ended up maybe getting a grab or a combo or something and knocking him pretty far towards a balcony break on Azucena stage. And I was like, fuck. I looked at the clock, and it was like 4 seconds left. And I was like, fuck. I didn't know what to do, so like I ran up, and like, I had the opportunity to run up to Phoenix 3-2 maybe, whatever. If he blocked it, then I would have lost, whatever. But if I did 3-2 with the balcony broken, maybe I would have won. But he had so much health. He had like maybe 60% health. I had like maybe 20. I had rage. So I was like, fuck, like anything I do, like it has to be like immediately. So I foolishly ran up and just did rage art. I ran up like with the intent to like maybe scare him because like I ran up, I was like maybe he'll press a button, maybe he'll do armor or something. And of course, it's Victimo. Victimo is very, very calm, very, very experienced player. So it was a foolish idea for me to even attempt that. But yeah, and other than that, I think that is it. Do we have any other things to put input here? We talked about the popcorn. Talked about the homie bridge. The homie bridge, esports lady. What else we got? We got this right here. More cage matches. See, this is the top 8 right here.
Showing over here.
Go back. See the top 8. See that boy Noel Strife. See that guy Oni. Fantastic, and he was in the house.
Over here, top 8. Way you get in there in the cage. There's boxing. Got legendary Shadow over there. Got the homie Oni next to me. There's a jackass to my left.
Got the jackass. Shout out to Afterburn.
I mean, he's kind of a cool guy unless you hear Lovely Day. And he's getting stung by bees and shit in the car. Absolutely fuego, bro. Fry.
So yeah, it was fantastic. I want a special shout out to Oni, man. Oni did his motherfucking thing this tournament. He clutched up. He beat the Disciples person that beat us in the 2v2. He beat him in the actual bracket. It was a Dragunov player. It's pretty solid. Beat him in the actual bracket. Eliminated him from the tournament. Good shit to Oni. Oni did his motherfucking thing, and I'm very proud of him. Very proud of him. Also came up with a new indie chant. Pat, you might recognize this, but the cadence of this, but it's whenever any indie person wins or whatever, not in Indiana, I'm gonna save it specifically for not in Indiana, or unless it's against somebody that ain't from Indiana, is INDIANA. That's the new chant, bro. The new chant. INDIANA. Come on now. That's the new chant. feeling good about that. That shit was fantastic. Shout out to Oni. Shout out to Afterburn. Afterburn, the homie, the Horong of Chicago. This motherfucker recommended. I was like, bro, I'm in your city. Where do I go get some chicken? I want some chicken and I want it Chicago. Bro, where do I go? He told me go to Fry the Coop. It was fuego. One of the best chicken spots I've ever really been to. I'm sad because I don't know. I don't think we have that here at all. But it was fantastic. Fuego, bro. Excellent recommendation. I don't know if he'll see this. I don't think he watches my YouTube or be keeping up with me or anything like that. But shout out to Afterburn for the recommendation. That's this guy to my left.
Wait, get in there.
Let's shut that shit up. I'll show you this guy over here. I don't know why I'm showing you guys, but whatever. You guys will see him. He's the best dressed woe. That guy right there. The recommendation. Appreciate that. Shout out to Epic for the games, man. I need to hit him up online so I can understand how to fight Leech How Long. I really don't have a clue. I'm gonna do some labbing. But I don't really know what the fuck to do against the character. Clearly. Based on our set. So yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to Oni for doing his thing. Shout out to Mason No Ken for, you know, being in a really, really sad and honestly kind of depressed state. Coming out and having a good ass time, you know, with the fighting game homies. Who else we shout out to? Shout out to Disciples and Prime Time, you know, younger Illinois FGC people. Shout out to Jose for coming by. Oh yeah, shout out to AJ. AJ popped up too. AJ did great. I'm calling him I'm dubbing him Energy because he always got a lot of energy. Whenever you see him, hype ass younger guy, newer Tekken player from Indy. He popped up, but he popped up for the vibes. He didn't pop up to play. But yeah, shout out to him as well. Who else we shouting out to? Oh, shout out to Sesujin. I had a good talk with him. He got to calm the fuck down after his tourney matches and in match so he can fucking win. He almost, when he lost to the mayor in winners, and his next match he played against a Leo player, and he should not have lost to Leo player. I could kind of tell there was a distance in their skill levels, but Sesujin was like tapping his feet super fast or whatever, and I was like, bro, like if you don't calm the fuck down and breathe, you about to lose and be out of the tournament, like, you know. And thankfully he calmed down and he ended up winning and taking the set 2-1 or whatever. I saw his foot tapping slow down or whatever. It was off stream, but yeah, you gotta handle those well, not those nerves. The only way you address those nerves is to go to tournaments. You go to these tournaments and address that you got these nerves, and you know, some breathing techniques, a little bit of patience in between rounds, matches I should say, and you know, and you can end up being better or more consistent to your actual self. So yeah, shout out to Sesujin as well. Who else was in there? Donnell. Shout out to Donnell. Donnell talking all that shit. You know, he be sandbagging, playing different characters and stuff. Got that ass whooped by the homie Oni. Yeah. Got that ass whooped by the homie Oni, bro. Then tried the June. The June didn't work. Switched to the Brian, the no taunt Brian at that. He did, you know, he did all right, but he got that ass whooped. Shout out to Donnell too. That's the homie. Anybody else I can think of? Shout out to Bridge, Esports Connection. Hope you're doing excellent. I can't really think of anybody else. Shout out to High Five Potato for supporting and getting me drunk. You know, it was cool hanging out with him too. And I think that might be it. Yeah, excellent experience. One of my favorite tournaments I went to. I will try to make it to this every single year. I really like the cage thing. I had a good moment in the cage. It was fantastic. It was fire. And I just had a good time pretty much all weekend. You know, it was good. Great event. Good event. Great event.